Hello and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, now with the Top Gun Maverick DLC. This is the Dark Star, which is the experimental aircraft that Maverick is flying at the beginning of the movie. In the movie, this aircraft is capable of achieving Mach 9 and he pushes it to Mach 10. But in the game, this airplane is actually capable of breaking the flight model. And I'm going to demonstrate that now. Now this game, the DLC comes with an activity that has you fly across the country in this plane, but I am not actually doing that. I'm just flying it free flying right now. So I am approaching Mach 3, as you can see there. I've just passed it in the Mach meter that's at the top of the panel there. I'm at a 10-degree climb. I'm going to go through and do some things here that you need to do. And now I'm going to activate the scramjets. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring it back a little. I'm going to bring it into a little bit more of a climb. You can see the G meter over on the left there. You don't want to get the G meters too high. You can hear the scramjets have just activated. You'll hear the regular turbojet engines spin down, and you can see that I am now accelerating much more quickly now that the scramjets have been enabled. And you can see my altitude on the right there of my display. I'm passing 71,000 feet, Mach 4.3. Now the activity that comes with the DLC has you fly across the country at 120,000 feet or so. But we are going to go much higher. So what's interesting is when you are going supersonic and you take this external view, it actually models the sonic boom. So if I come down inside the shock cone, you hear the boom. And you can see my altitude is now 123,000 feet. I'm passing Mach 8.7. Oh, I'm actually slowing down. Let me go ahead and bring the nose down a little bit here. Go ahead and level it out here. And I should once again accelerate. So I don't know where I am, but I think I'm somewhere over, I'm probably past Idaho by now. I took off from Payne Field, which is in Everett, Washington, north of Seattle. I might even be in over Montana by now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start climbing. You can see that I'm at Mach 7.87. I'm barely nosing up and I'm already at 1.7 Gs. That's the reality of flight at high speed. When you're moving this fast, even slight maneuvers generate a lot of Gs. That's why, for example, the SR-71 takes pretty much the width of an entire state to make a U-turn. I am also going to go ahead and top off my gas. See the aircraft react to the sudden addition of all that weight. I'm going to go ahead and climb up. Now, when I did this before, it started going faster the higher I got. There we go, now we're accelerating again. Coming up on 180,000 feet. You can see it in the lower right there. Our vertical speed is coming up on 43,000 feet per minute. And getting close close to 200,000 feet, and you can see that my Mach reading is increasing, approaching 9 again. You can see the Mach number in the lower left corner. So there's the true airspeed and then the Mach number. Okay, so we're Mach 9 again. Now look in the lower right and the altitude. So 210,000 feet. Our speed is continuing to increase. Mach 9.25. 220,000 feet. You can definitely see the curvature of the Earth, and you can of course see the blackness of the sky. Also notice that I cannot bring my view down below this point anymore. It won't let me bring my view down any lower, which is kind of weird. 243,000 feet. If you look at my airspeed is only reading like 90 knots, just because the air is so thin up here. That's the thing about airspeed. The higher you go, the thinner the air goes, the lower your airspeed reads for a given actual true airspeed. That's why you can see here the true airspeed, 5,500 knots. And 264,000 feet, 265. Now, if I were to be able to get up to, I think it's 328,000 feet, that would be space. That's considered the edge of space. 100 kilometers, basically. But the altitude stops at 275,000 feet and won't go any higher. It shows that I'm still climbing when it comes to vertical speed, but the actual altitude doesn't increase. I think what's happening here is it's like it thinks I'm in a configuration where I should be climbing at that rate, but I've hit the maximum possible altitude and it won't actually let me climb any higher. I think what I'm doing is I'm actually basically skating on the maximum altitude. The other thing is when you get up here, I can move my camera angle up, but I can't move it back. I have to use the centering button to actually bring my view back down. Again, something to do, some kind of like maybe an overflow or in the calculation or something like that. And you can see that the plane is glowing because of the speed. I also see that my speed has topped out at Mach 10, and the plane cannot go any faster than that, or at least the game will not, well, it's not really a game, but the flight simulator code will not register a speed faster than Mach 10. So I've reached the ceiling, I've reached maximum speed. It says that I'm still climbing, but I'm not. So if I pull the throttle back, that'll slow me down real fast. And I start pushing the nose over. I'm actually pulling a negative 0.2 Gs. You can see how fast I slow down. And you'll notice as soon as I pitched over past the horizontal, I started descending immediately. So even though the vertical speed indicated that I was still climbing, I wasn't really. So while this game now does a pretty decent job of modeling supersonic flight, it definitely still has some limitations. Anyway, that's all I've got. I found that to be interesting. I thought you might enjoy seeing that. And I know I don't record and post videos very often. I honestly don't know if anybody even watches them anymore. But if you do, thank you. And at some point I'll probably make another one and post it, but who knows when that will be. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.